Welcome to episode 101 of Now in Android, your ongoing guide to what's new and notable in the world of Android development. We'll cover the Android show, the Google I/O date, the Meta Android OS Readiness Program, Google Play's enhanced fraud protections, and more. We released the second developer preview of Android 15. Android 15 Developer Preview 2 improves communication by extending platform support for satellite connectivity and making the tap-to-pay experience more seamless and reliable. It improves developer productivity with an enhanced PDF renderer, automatic language switching refinements in speech recognition, granular line break controls to improve readability, and expanded intent filter functionality to help with web-hosted deep links. It improves privacy by allowing apps to detect that they are being recorded. It adds support to improve app efficiency with the Application Start Info API, APIs for detailed app size information, and 2 new APIs to help you migrate away from the data sync foreground service type. Media refinements include HDR headroom control and an API to help you take advantage of audio dynamic range metadata to manage loudness inconsistencies. In our quarterly show for Android developers, we unpack the latest Android foldables and large screens coming out of Mobile World Congress and how to build for these devices leveraging the Wear OS and large screen galleries. We learned that generative AI with Gemini Nano and AI Core has reduced latency and robust capability despite its small size. App developers shared their amazing work too. Adidas showed they built features up to 30% faster with Jetpack Compose. TikTok users log in up to 30 times faster with passkeys. And Infinite Painter saw decreased drawing latency using Jetpack Graphic Core and Motion Prediction Library. Google I/O is arriving this year on May 14th. I/O offers something for everyone, whether you are developing a new application or modernizing an existing one. There are many articles to check out. Meta created an Android OS Readiness Program to accelerate their app's target SDK adoption to within 1 or 2 months of the AOSP release. Terrence covered Meta's journey, working with the Android betas, including testing apps early, utilizing latest tools like the SDK Upgrade Assistant and the Compatibility Framework tool. Wear OS introduced a new text-to-speech engine to help with accessibility services, coaching cues for exercise apps, navigation cues, or reading aloud incoming alerts. Google Meet uses the media projection APIs to protect users from oversharing private information like messages and notifications, because users can restrict sharing and recording to a single app window rather than the entire screen. Device orientation is challenging to get right, and users complain when orientation is incorrect. Jeffrey covered the Fused Orientation Provider, a new API in Google Play services that provides quality and consistent device orientation. This is all available on all devices running Google Play services on Android 5 and above. Over in videos, we explained a new Google Pay Protect pilot program to block fraudulent apps and offer resources to developers to avoid getting their apps blocked. Moving on to AndroidX news. Starting in April, AndroidX Library's default minimum supported API level is 21. Previously, the minimum was 19. If you are supporting a lower Min SDK version, consider bumping that up to 21 and removing code for lower versions. Notable releases include Browser 1.8, which lets you further customize your custom tabs. Compose Material 1.7 Alpha 4 lets you use bottom sheets and Navigation Compose with the Material Navigation artifact. Compose UI 1.7 Alpha 4 supports stylus handwriting for basic text field 2 on devices after Android 14. Navigation 2.8 Alpha 4 lets you customize the size transform at a destination-by-destination level to fix issues with resizing content when transitioning between screens. Wear Proto Layout 1.2 Alpha 1 introduces APIs to help with right-to-left layouts, prevent the primary label, secondary label, and bottom chip from going off screen, and a circular progress indicator for small components. That's it for this week with the Android show, the Google I/O date, the Meta Android OS Readiness Program, Google Play's enhanced fraud protections, and more. Check back soon for your next update from the Android developer universe.